What's up guys, so in this video I want to show you the most inspiring guitar video that I've ever seen. You know, a lot of videos on YouTube are, let's face it, a kind of waste of your time, but some of them are pure gold, and this is one of them. It's by Ted Greene, who is not so known to the public, but you know, very well respected among guitarists, and I like to see him as the JEDI Master of guitar harmony. In this particular video, he is improvising in real time in the style of Bach, so in a Baroque style of music. And while he's improvising, he's also talking to a student, kind of commenting on what he's doing as he's doing it, which is multitasking on a whole new level. When we've watched this a little bit, I will also show you some tricks and some techniques that I developed to be able to do some of this, because when I saw this, I just had to learn how to do it myself. Alright, so let's dive into this video. I'm sure you'll be as amazed as I am, and then after it we'll discuss what he did and some techniques you can develop.
I'm going to do this in F sharp minor.
That's right. So we just try to hear a melody in there, and through habit, through habituation.
Yeah.
From playing millions of exercises and, you know, hundreds of little things, so you'll harmonize. You'll naturally add other voices if you're in the mood to. But I'm focused on the top line. Sometimes I'm focused on just the bass, and anything I'm adding above it is whatever I can get lucky with at that moment. For instance, if now I'm starting to hear the top. Now my attention's going over to the melody in the top. I intended to keep it in the bass. Get back into the bass mode. I'm generating it from the bass. I'm conscious of the top melody. Right. Sometimes I think of chords like there. I definitely think of the names of these chords. E minors, A7, D, G.
The cycle.
Yeah. Comes the bass. Think of the bass. One sharp, key of one sharp. Here chords. Ask me whatever you need to as I'm playing too.
Well, actually, I'm following you. I'm doing a pretty good job so far. I just can't do it.
I still call this the bass if it's the lowest voice.
Sure.
Even if it's up on string 3 like that. Feeling chromatic. Yeah. Inner line.
Again, the crazy thing is, he's just improvising. He's not, you know, it's a continuous flow of the music. I mean, I can try to do stuff like that, but I always get, you know, stuck somewhere, especially if I'm going high. I will put a link in the description so you can, you know, watch the full thing. It's like a 4-part video series on this Baroque thing. Alright, so I want to try and explain some things that I've learned from watching Ted Greene's videos on YouTube, and also show it to you on the guitar. Anyway, I'm now playing the A minor natural scale, derived from the C major scale, starting on the 6th degrees. On the 6th degree, Jesus Christ. Anyway, those would be the wide keys on the piano, and that's a great place to start. As you can see, I'm not just playing, you know, scale up and down like that in a fixed position. I'm trying to move around the fretboard. I'm trying to create melodies. I'm trying to create, you know, jumping, playing sequences, stuff like this, intervals, thirds here, sixes, and this obviously took a lot of time to develop, but the reason I'm doing this is to familiarize myself with the scale in different ways all over the fretboard. When you do this a lot, your brain kind of starts to see the patterns on the guitar. The notes kind of are highlighted in your mind, so you see them over the fretboard. So this is a very important thing to practice, regardless of what scale you're practicing or whatever. You want to see the patterns all over the fretboard and doing your own stuff, you know. Anyway, this A minor scale gets kind of stale after a while, like not much is happening. We need more tension. Music is all about tension and release. One way to create more tension is just take the 7th degree and raise it a half step from G to G sharp. This creates a new scale. Beautiful, huh? The harmonic minor scale. A great scale, which gives us this half step to A. It also gives us the dominant E7, which has a major third. The dominant to A minor. This relationship of dominant to the tonic is very important in music, especially the music of Bach. You know, a lot in his music is just kind of presenting the key by shifting between the tonic and the dominant, and also the subdominant. D minor here, dominant, tonic, creating, you know, lines. Of course, he's not like playing chords like that individually. He's making the scales move, and he weaves melodies within the chords, implying the harmony that way, which is his genius. Anyway, just with these two scales, you can start to sound like Bach. You really want to get those minor scales down. Anyway, in this harmonic minor scale, there's a huge jump between the 6th degree and the raised 7th degree, which creates a kind of Arabic sound, which is very nice, but I think Bach and those dudes back in the day maybe wanted to avoid that at times, and one way you can avoid that is to either play the natural minor scale or raise the 6th degree of the harmonic minor, 1 sharp, right? So F to F sharp, and now we have a completely new scale, minor scale, which is called the melodic minor scale. Another very important scale to know. Very beautiful sound with that F sharp. It gives us the minor 6 sound in A minor. So a very typical sound in Bach. A minor 6. Diminished tension. A minor 6 again. Diminished tension. A minor 6. Tension diminished. A minor 6. Back. Anyway, I've practiced this a lot, so what happens is I've kind of habituated these patterns. It's no mystery here, it's just passion and practicing. Anyway, So you want to get those 3 minor scales kind of down, and being able to play them effortlessly and freely over the fretboard. And when you practice that, your brain will start to visualize the patterns automatically, like from your subconscious or whatever. It's like learning to ride a bike. It's super hard in the beginning, then suddenly it's just there. So it's all about habituation. Anyway, when you have come so far, what I worked on is, creating bass lines. That's really essential in music, in all kinds of music, but especially in Bach's music. He created nice bass lines that he then played, melodies on top of. And when you just have a bass line and some kind of melody, harmony is implied already. You don't need to play full chords, the harmony is already implied. And in Bach's day, instead of thinking so much about chords, I think, they thought about, how individual voices moved together and then implied harmony. So practice by doing different bass lines. We could, for example, do a descending bass line, diatonically in A minor, or an ascending. We could move the bass line in cycles of fifths or fourths. And pick one bass line. Let's do an ascending. No, descending, I mean. And what you want to do is you want to take the first note and play the minor scales on top of it while still holding the bass note. So, great technical exercise. Do the different minor scales. And, pick the notes that are close by. And then you take the next bass note. Do the same thing. Next. And again, I'm just playing the minor scales on top. Next. 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 Let's do ascending. That minor 6 sound. And after a while you start to see the chords. That are implied by filling out the middle voices. Okay, so that's one way to practice with different bass lines. You definitely want to do, cycles of fourths or fifths. Thing that Ted Greene is a master of is he's doing kind of call and response things. So he's having one line in the top and then a response in the middle voice. For example, let's see if I can do this. Top voice, answer in the middle voice. So again, top voice, answer. Sorry. Let me do that again. Top voice. Middle voice. Answer. Answer. Top voice. Middle voice. Top voice. Middle voice. like that. Again, I really need to practice this stuff more, but it's all derived from the minor scales of everything I did now. So that's the fundamental thing you need to master. And then, I mean, there's an infinite ways of practicing this. You would have to learn to do it in different keys and to modulate between the different keys. You know, now we're in D minor, G major, F major. By using secondary dominants, but I don't want to overwhelm you and talk too much. Those are some starting points that I've practiced a lot. It's so much fun. Like with everything, you suck at the beginning, but with some passion and exercise, you'll get the hang of it. And your brain will start to, you know, process all the patterns and kind of give them to you. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I highly recommend you check out Ted Greene's material. It's just awe-inspiring. And if you want more tutorials and stuff like this, I have more stuff on my Patreon page. That's it, I guess. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you soon again.